you know how to take your measurements, you know how to take your measurements accurately. Trust me, with your accurate measurements, you can make an outfit for someone overseas, and the outfit will get to fit perfectly. Trust me. So with this video, I'm going to teach you how to do it, and I'll also give you an assignment so you go ahead and get to do it yourself. Hello guys, you're welcome back again to my YouTube channel, and my name is Whitney IY, and if this is your first time here, you're highly welcome. Please do well to hit on the subscribe button and also click on that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop a new video. So in this video, I've always wanted to show you guys how to, take a perfect measurement on your clients, on your customers here. And I've already taught on how to do the normal regular pattern drafting. In case you don't know how to do that, there's a video on that on my YouTube channel. I will drop the link to that video on the description box. So moving on, we're going to start taking the measurements from the beginning to the end in no alphabetical order. And I'll be listing them out. I'll also take a picture of it and I'll, paste it there on the screen. You get to see it on the screen. So without wasting much time, let's start. So the first step, you need to know how to read your tape. And I've also done a video on how to read your tape. You need to be perfect at it. So I'll also drop the link to that video. I'll drop it either on the description box or I'll pin it on the comment section. Then you go ahead and place it round. Like I earlier stated, the first measurement is the round bust, and this is the bust. So meaning you have to measure round the bust. So when taking your measurements, it does not just have to be so tight like this. Are you seeing it? It does not have to be so tight on your client's body. Rather, one finger should be able to go in like this. One or two fingers should go in like this. So for this, my clients, as you can see, around those measurements is 33 inches. Make sure the tape is around the nipple, the fullest part of the breast.
Okay, there's also this important detail that you need to take note of, which is your client should always put on a fitted bra when coming to take their measurements. It is very important. So before they come for their measurements, make sure you get to inform them beforehand. This is to avoid any error when taking your measurements around the bust or anywhere that has to do with the bust. I hope you do understand. So
you get. So that's it. Number 2 is the round over bust. So the round over bust is here, the upper part of the bust. It has to be very tight. You see, you make it very tight for your client. Can you see this one? This one is I don't know if you can see it. I'll zoom it further so you get it. It's very tight. So this one is 29 inches.
And this round over bust measurement is majorly used for tops that are strapless, more of like those breastable corsets without yokes.
It has to be tight around this part. So that's why we are taking this round over bust measurement. It has to be very tight. So moving on, we have the nipple to nipple measurement. Now for that, you have to tell your client to touch their nipple. So please, can you touch your nipple for us? Is that where your nipple is seated? So after touching, you're going to place your tape from where your client said a nipple is situated to the other point. So here, as you can see, I don't know if you can see this. Here I have 7 inches. So this is the nipple to nipple measurement, which is also called bust span. You might have heard it several times when I get to draft out my patterns. So this is 7 inches. Now next we have the shoulder to nipple. Now for this shoulder,
when placing the tape on the shoulder for any vertical measurement, start or place it on the side base of the neck here. Place this point on the side base of the neck here. That is at the top of the shoulder line here.
And then you also tell your clients to please touch their nipple for you. It's very important. You don't need to assume where the nipple is seated. It's not your body, so you don't need to assume. So please, here's your nipple. Point it for me, please. There. So you can see we have 9 inches. So we are taking the shoulder to the nipple points. Next is to take the round under bust. Like the statement is the round under bust. Obviously, we already know under bust, meaning underneath the bust. So I'll go ahead, take my tape, round it as well, like this. So always remember, put a finger or two, at least 2 fingers should be able to, go through your tape. So can you see it? 28 inches.
Next is the front waist length.
Now, there are 2 ways to know your waist, 2 methods to know your waist.
Now, the first method is to place your tape on the shoulder. And always remember, when placing your tape on the shoulder for your vertical measurement, start from or place it on the side base of the neck here.
Like this. Are you seeing it? Like this. Then you tell your client, please show me your navel. Point your navel for me. Yeah. Okay, so this is our navel, right? So I'm going to measure from this point to our navel. I'll place my tape from this point and measure to our navel. And here I have 16 inches. Are you seeing it? Now, to get the front waist length, all I have to do is to minus 2 inches from the 16 inches, and that will give me the front waist length. So 2 inches and 2 minus 16 gives me 14 inches. So meaning 14 is our front waist length. I hope you understand. So that is the first method. The other method of knowing the front waist length is to tell your clients to tilt their body to both sides. You get to locate the waist. This method is you directly measuring your client's what's it called, waist. The other measurement is the round waist. Now this also has to include you identifying the waist on your client's body, like where is the waist. So to identify the waist, to know where the waist is located, all you have to do is to tell your client to tilt to the right side. Now you place your hand here. Now you see that breaking point on the ribs, more of like where your ribs breaks. It's more of like the ending of your ribs, something like that. That point, that is your waist. So you have to sit. You feel it. That is your waist. Now, once you feel it, okay, this is my client's waist. Please stitch to the other side. Okay, this is our waist. Then you tell your client to put, bless you. You tell your client to put their hand on the waist. So to, indicate it, please place your hand here. Place your hand here. Okay, so that's going to tell me where the waist is, and I'm going to go ahead and measure around this point like this. So I'll measure around this point. So I'll take my measurements round this point. Are you seeing it? And this also gives me 28 inches. Are you seeing it? So this is my client's waist. That's where the snatching occurs. When you snatch a corset, this is where the snatching effect occurs, takes place. So this is my client's waist, round waist. So I've taken the measurement. Next is to take the shoulder to navel measurements, which I've already taken, of course. Next is to take the, what's it called again? The shoulder to back waist length. Okay? Shoulder to back waist length. Now, to take the shoulder to back waist length, you can't place your tape here as well. Rather, your tape is going to be at this nape here. I don't know why I keep referring to this part as this nape, but not to worry, you understand. Now, to get the nape of the leg, tell your client to tilt their head forward. Now, you will see, if you can either see it or you can feel it, the part of the bone here on the neck that is protruding, you can feel it, and that sharp part of the bone. This is where you place your tape. Are you seeing it? Then to get the back waist length, you have to get the deepest part. Okay, this is a swim suit, right? Okay, jumpsuit. Okay, so I can't be able to raise it up. If not, I would have showed you. So you get the deepest part of your client's back. Please take your head. The deepest part of your client's back, that's where you place your tape. Now for my client, it is this point. So I will say 13 inches. It is this point, 13.5 inches. Yeah, this is the deepest part of our back. So this is our back waist length. Next is to measure the front waist length, which I've already taken the measurement. I've already told you how to get your front waist length. Mama, please. Next is the shoulder to knee. So you already know how to do it. You place your tape here at this point of the shoulder, and then you go ahead. Now, for the knee, all you have to do is your tape is going to rest on the upper part of the knee. That's where your tape will have to rest here. And make sure that the tape is passing the bust point like this. It's passing the fullest part of the bust like this. Are you seeing it? So what I have here, this is the knee. Okay. So what I have here is 35.5. That's what I'm having here, 35.5. So that's our shoulder to knee. Next is to measure the shoulder to the floor length. Now, to take the measurements for shoulder to floor length, I don't know if you can be able to see this. You have to tell your client to tiptoe. You have to tiptoe. Reason for this is most times your clients might get to put on heels, and you know, when you're sewing something that is quite long, the cloth or the gown or the dress, whatever it is, has to, you know, cover the heels a little bit. You understand? It has to cover the heels a little bit. So you have to tell your clients to, you know, tiptoe, and that's just it. So you also make sure when you're placing your tape, make sure it's, you know, passes through the bust like this. So please tiptoe for me. Then you place your tape on the floor. I hope you can see this. So here I'm having 56.5. 56.5. That is our full length measurement. So if I'm making a long gown, meaning the long gown is going to be 50. It's not 54.5 or 56.5. 56.5. Okay, thank you. So that's it. So next is to measure the round armhole. Now, so I'm going to place my tape around the armhole like this, which is the answer, and I'll place it like this. So when placing it, you can place it the normal way. Ask your client, is it tight? You like it like this? Is it free? Free, yes. The reason for asking is so that when you draft, because you need this for drafting, not like you're going to use this to draft the armhole, but you're going to use this to double check your armhole drafting to see if you are on point. Yes, let me put it like that. If you're on point, so you just take your measure. Make sure one finger is always in between your tape like this. So here I have 16 inches, right? I have 16 inches. Tell your clients to move their arm. You okay? Yeah. With the freeness? Yeah. Okay. If they say they're not okay with the freeness, you can, you know, increase the ease and ask them, okay, are you not okay with this freeness? If they say no, increase it again. Are you okay with it? Till they say they are okay. If they say no, it's too free, you reduce it till they say, okay, I am okay with this freeness. Now, with this armhole measurements that you have taken, you will use it to double check your work. Next is to measure the round bicep. Now, this is your bicep. Yeah. Here is your elbow. Here is your bicep. Here is your wrist, round wrist. Are you seeing it? So the round bicep, you go ahead, you place your tape like this. So here I have 11 inches. Make sure your one finger is in between. One finger. So here I have 11 inches, as you can see. So that is the round bicep for my clients. Next is the round elbow. So I've already told you, here is the elbow. Here is the elbow. So please straighten your hand. So I'll go ahead and measure the round elbow. And here I have 9.5. So I have to be certain that, okay, this round elbow I'm taking, the measurement I'm taking is okay for my client. So I'll tell her to, you know, move her arm forward. Is it tight? It's tight. So since you said it's tight, I'll move you to the nearest figure, which is 10.5. Is it okay? Or should I fit more? Yes, please. Okay, a bit. Let me take it to 11. Is it okay? Yes. Okay. So 11 inches. So I'll go with 11 inches. Meaning she doesn't like it tight. So next is the round wrist, which of course is here, like I stated earlier on. So I'll go ahead and also take the measurement, the round wrist measurement, and here I have 6.5. For the round wrist, I advise most times you make use of 10 inches because if you use the exact round wrist, and the cloth or the sleeve is not stretchy, the fabric is not stretchy, you won't be able to put your hand through the sleeve. I don't know if you understand. Now, if you see what I'm putting on here, it's not a stretchy fabric. So you can see they made this round sleeve here around the wrist. You can see they made it, you know, bogus, big. So this, I can tell you, round this sleeve, that's this fabric, the round sleeve here is about 10 inches here. So I would advise you always make use of 10 inches for a non-stretchy fabric so that your client and can be able to pass through it. Now, if you look at my client's fabric, it is very stretchy, very stretchy. So it's likely they used exact wrist, or they added half an inch to our wrist measurement. So this around wrist measurement was 6.5, meaning they added half an inch, making it 7 inches. That's what they used for drafting around wrist measurements. I hope you do understand all what I've been saying. But if there's any part of this video that seemed confusing to you, you can drop your question on the comment section, and I'll try my best as much as possible to further explain to you. So moving ahead, the next step is to measure the sleeve length. That is also very important. Now, in measuring the sleeve length, this point of the shoulder where you can feel the bone, that's where you're going to place your tape. So you go ahead and place your tape here, and then if it's long sleeve, wherever you want the sleeve to be, oh, do you want it here? Your client will reply. You take your measurement. Oh, do you want it on the elbow? Your client, wherever the length you want your sleeve to be, if it's a long sleeve, you know how to take your measurement now from this point of the shoulder to the wrist. Yeah, that's for long sleeve. If it's a short sleeve, normally for short sleeve, I don't get to measure. I just make use of 9 inches. That is the standard figure for short sleeve. 9 inches. That is how long short sleeves are. If you want it shorter than that, no problem. If you want it longer than that, it's all up to you and your client, what you want. What your client wants, rather, not what you want, rather what your client wants. So moving on, the next step is to measure the round shoulder. Now this is for round off shoulder, rather. These measurements, sometimes I don't get to use this measurement. I rarely get to use this measurement, but I just take it for people's sake. So this measurement is to just place the tape round the shoulder like this, and you make sure your one finger is in between like this. Make sure the tape is placed well around the shoulder. This is for up shoulder like this. Baby girl, I'm making a video here, so you make sure it's placed like this, and here I have 36.5. As you can see, 36.5. So that is what I have here. And next is shoulder to shoulder, which is your shoulder measurements. So your shoulder measurements, all you have to do, you have to locate the bones on both sides of this shoulder. The bone that is joining the arm to the shoulder, that is this bone here and this bone here. You can always feel it. That is how to identify where one shoulder to the other shoulder ends, where one shoulder begins and the other shoulder ends. I don't know if I'm making sense. So what you have to do is to place your tape on this bone of this shoulder here. Are you seeing it? Then you're going to pass your tape. You don't do it like this. This is very wrong. I don't know if you are seeing this. You don't pass your shoulder. This is not how you take your shoulder measurement. Please. It will still be done. This is how you take your shoulder measurement. You don't take it, sorry. You don't take your shoulder measurement like this. You do not. Rather, you're going to place your tape like this. You're going to place your tape. Please watch like this. Are you seeing it? It's going to pass through like this and stop at this other point of the shoulder. Are you seeing it? So you place your tape from this bone here. Are you seeing it? From this bone here. Hope you are listening. From this bone here, you take the tape. Don't place it like this. Place it like this. Are you seeing it? It should come across like this and stop on this other bone on this other side. So here I have 14 inches. This is my client's correct shoulder measurements, accurate shoulder measurement. Now, after doing that, next is to measure the round hip. Now, when measuring the round hip, you have to measure the fullest part of the hip, which is obviously here. Anyone can be able to see the fullest part of the hip, so it's not that difficult to identify. So you place your tape on the fullest part, that's where that protruding, where the bum is protruding the more at the back, and here you place your tape around round hip on the fullest part. Make sure there is no foam. And also, when taking hip measurement, round hip measurement, ask your client, are you putting on hip tights? Are you not putting on hip tight? If your client is putting on hip tight, let your client know that once you are done making that outfit, if she wants to leave the hip tight on, we are taking the measurement. Inform your client that when you are done sewing the clothes, she will make sure she is also putting on that hip tight when she's coming for fittings. Not that she will not remove the hip tight, then her hip will be reduced, then she will tell you, and this hip is bigger than my own. Meanwhile, it was the hip tight she wore on the day of measurements that made the hip measurement like that. I hope you understand. And also, when making some certain outfits, your clients need to put on hip tight, but it's not by force, it's not a must. But try as much as possible to convince your clients to put on hip tight so that it will make the outfits more appealing and more picture friendly and picture likely. You understand what I'm trying to say? And that way, when you're promoting your work, it's more beautiful. You see all those pictures they are saying with figure eight. Not all of them have the figure eight. It's just hip tight that is helping matters. It's making the whole picture, the whole outfit look beautiful. So hip tight enhances looks of outfit. It also helps your ministry. So that's what I'm trying to say. So I'll go ahead and place the tape around the fullest part of the hip like this. And after placing it, I'm going to place one finger. And after placing one finger in, don't know if you can see this. See, my one finger is in. That's how I place it during all round measurements. Are you seeing it? So after placing it, here I have 37. So I'm just going to take it up. Just make sure that this 37 passes through our hip downward. So you can see while passing it, the 37 is increasing. So it went to 37.5. So meaning I'm going to leave our hip at 37.5. Are you seeing it? Hope you are not putting on hip tight, clients. So this is 37.5. So I'll go ahead and, leave it as 37.5. Moving on, after the round hips, we have the bum rise. Now, this bum rise is used for butt contour. Butt contour. There are several methods to use. I've taught the other method on my previous sketch video on how to get it without taking your measurement, on how to get your bum rise without taking your measurement. So here I'm just going to show you how to get it with your measurement. So you have to place your tape on the deepest part of your client's back. And you take the tape like this and place it underneath the bum bum. Are you seeing it? Underneath the bum bum. And here I have 12.5 inches. Are you seeing it? Make sure your tape is on the deepest part of your client's back. So here I have 12.5 inches. Next is the cleavage depth. Now, it's not everybody that likes to expose their breast. Not everybody that likes their cleavage exposed. So most times it's advisable you ask your clients, where do you want your blouse to stop? Where do you want your top to stop? So for that, just measure. You can either measure from here. Where do you want your blouse to stop?
Anywhere.
Please choose a point. Okay, let's just assume here. So if your client wants it to stop here, you can make use of 3 inches. Or you can also go ahead, place your tape from this shoulder, this point of the shoulder, and here we have 6 inches. So this will be able to tell you, okay, this is the deepness my clients desire for this outfit. We are drafting out the deepness of the blouse or of the corset or whatever you're drafting. But most times I don't use this for corset. I have the standard I use for corset. Now, moving on, the round knee. For the round knee, you go ahead, locate the knee and take the round measurement of the knee. And after taking the round measurement of the knee, here I have 14. Now, this is for trousers. So please tilt your leg forward, your knee forward rather. Just one knee. Just one knee. Tilt it forward. Are you okay or is it too tight?
I'm okay.
Okay, so here I have 14 inches. 14 inches. So this is also okay. So moving on, we have the shoulder to under bust. Have I done this? You also place your tape here and you go ahead and measure from the shoulder to underneath the bust. Shoulder to underneath the bust. And here I have 13 inches. So at this point, these are the measurements. I think they are 23. So I listed out 23 measurements, and those are the important measurements you need for your pattern drafting. With this measurement, trust me, if you're able to take an accurate measurement with this, you will be able to draft out a perfect pattern for your clients, and you'll be able to make a perfect outfit for your clients that you would not need to carry out any adjustment. Even if there's going to be an adjustment, it will be very, very minimal. So that is that for that. during the beginning of this video, I stated that I'll be giving out assignment. Now, the assignment is you're going to take 2 or 3 measurements of 3 people around your house. You can take up to 10, take up to 15, but just make sure that, okay, there should be more than 5. Yes, more than 5. Take more than 5 measurements of females around your compound. They can be your friend, your mother, your sisters. If you don't have sisters, just any female around, just take their measurements so that you be good with, taking measurements. You won't see it as an issue. You master the art of taking accurate measurement. Now, after taking measurements of at least 5 people or 15 people, I think 10 is okay, 15 is okay. It should not be more than 15, but it should be more than 5 or up to 5. Now, after taking measurement of those 5 people, now you can tell about 3 of them to bring their fabrics for you. Then you use the measurement you take for those 3 people. They should bring their fabric and also pay for the money they'll use for some of their accessories or whatever they want to be on their outfit. Now, after they pay for those things, you make a free outfit for them. This is just to make sure that, okay, you are good at taking measurements and to be able to identify or certify that the measurement you took for people are accurate. So at least if you took 5 measurements, 3 of them you did free outfit for them, you made free outfit for them, and those 3 outfits they suit them, like each of them, their outfits, it's how will I say it, fits their body perfectly, starts on their body perfectly. If you're able to do that, then you know that, okay, I am good with taking accurate measurements. Then you can move on to the next stage of sewing advanced clothes or intermediate clothes. I hope you understand. So after being able to take accurate measurements, you go ahead and learn how to draft your half bodice measurements or your half scale bodice measurements or your full scale bodice measurements. So all of those links to all those videos is on the description box, and the link to knowing how to read your tape is also on the description box. So see you on my next videos. Love ya.